Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Your Love Story for the month of July 2018, and this is for you coming from Libra. So let me shuffle my cards quickly, and the first card that I'm going to pull will be for your first 15 days of July, and this is not a good card for you. It shows plenty of trouble for you and difficulties. And if you find a new romance in the first 15 days, it will come with a lot of stubbornness and a lot of uncertainty, and also some issues about the past happenings of this person. So this person comes already in trouble to see you. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but do you want to inherit a complicated problem? Think twice about this. Your ongoing romance is also going to face problems in the sense that it will produce plenty of difficulties, and these difficulties can come, of course, in financial areas or in any other area, and so you'll have to work very hard to keep your ongoing romance steady. And if you find that you really want to keep the ongoing romance going on, definitely don't want to be stubborn or be dominating or be arrogant. That's my advice for you. Let's go to the area of marriage. The area of marriage is much more stable. This is a long-term card with plenty of Saturn signs and Jupiter signs. So something of a long-term nature like marriage seems to be more secure, but still there is some oversensitivity here. And the danger of this card basically is that one of you or your marriage partner may prove to be too stubborn and disagreeable or dominating or want their way, and that would be the only hurdle you'll have to cross. So from the very beginning, don't want to be stubborn or don't want to be dominating, and you'll have a much better passage. Otherwise, this first 15 days of July can cause you plenty of difficulties in your marriage areas. So remember that. I'm going to pull the next card, and this card has to do with your last 15 days. Your last 15 days are even worse, and they produce a lot of difficulty. Difficulty in the sense that if you find a new romance, things are going to be very messy from the very start, complications of some kind. This person, let me put it bluntly, cannot be very trusted. Not that this person is a bad person, but cannot be trusted because this person may not be able to tell the whole truth because of some complications that are going on. So take your time, learn. If you like this person, just find out more and try to see how to help this newfound romance possibility to even start. Otherwise, if you don't like this person to start with, just move away from the ongoing romance. It comes with a lot of complications. This new romance, comes with a lot of complications. If you have an ongoing romance, it's going to have a lot of headaches, differences of opinion. There's arrogance here on this card. There's difficulty of agreement. There's confrontation on this card. So your ongoing romance is going to find many obstacles. And if you're married, I will say be careful. Don't bring up anything from the past. And definitely don't want to insist things go your way. Find the middle path in this last 15 days of July. Otherwise your marriage is just going to get worse. There are many possibilities here of mental separation, verbal separation, not talking to each other. So watch out. A very difficult last 15 days for you, whether in romance, whether in marriage areas. Now for you coming from Libra, I'm going to pull this card, and this is going to tell me about your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S. And your lucky dates from this card, I can see, will be the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, the 31st. So the 4th, 13th, 22nd, 31st is going to prove to be very lucky if you're looking for the new romance, to enhance your ongoing romance and to make your marriage into a much better state. Morning, afternoon, evening, night time, try to work towards how to improve your love story, and you'll be able to do it because these are very powerful dates that are given to you. Now we will talk about your lucky ages. So looking at this card, if you happen to be the ages of 24, or 33 or 42 or 51 or 60 or 69 or 78. You're going to be one very lucky person. You can attract the romance you've been waiting for ever. You can make your ongoing romance extremely lucky and fruitful, and the bonding will be beautiful. You can make your marriage more and more secure and bring so much of togetherness and help for each other. If you are not of these ages, then you'll have to visit me to get a 90-minute Skype session, which will cost you USD 50. And during those 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7 or 8 years, but we'll talk about that a bit later. This next card which I pull will be dealing with your colors. For you coming from Libra, will be to deal with your colors. And the color I've chosen from this card would definitely be light blue, sky blue, light blue. And if you have this in July off and on, whether undergarments, top garments, you're going to find that where the ability of finding a new romance would come naturally, and making your ongoing romance or your ongoing marriage, again, very, very happy. So try to do your best for this. Now I'm going to pull this next card, and this has got to do with your zodiac sign, which might prove to be very difficult for you. Some complications, you may meet somebody, and this person would come from Sagittarius. So if you know somebody from Sagittarius and showing interest, and if you somebody else from Sagittarius showing interest into you, tell yourself it's going to be some kind of complication coming along as well, and difficulties are going to be seen, and disappointments are going to be seen as well. So should you go ahead? If you want to just experiment, go ahead. If you want to be careful, then perhaps for at least the month of July, try not to get it going with somebody from Sagittarius. Now this card is to show who you can form a wonderful attachment with in the month of July, and this attachment will be definitely favorable, and this person comes from Gemini. So somebody from Gemini, if you know and showing interest, or somebody from Gemini showing interest in you, encourage it, because it's going to be wonderful, it's going to be just marvelous, it's going to be togetherness, it's going to be the lucky story. So look out for somebody from Gemini, and if you can connect, you will see that plenty of luck comes for you all the way. And so this is what I can tell you for the month of July, and I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during these 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about all areas of your life, not only the love story, but also the job, the business, the finances, the health, and everything else. About lotteries, I'll give you your numbers, and I'll also give you all kinds of information about colors and gemstones and direction energy. And so you'll get all this information in the 90 minutes to get your next 7 or 8 years fully under your control. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me a message through email, and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. Until then, best of luck for the month of July.